Hi, good evening and welcome to episode 2 of my daily Courier vlogs. Hope everybody is well. Today is Monday the 23rd of June. Firstly, thank you to all those people that watched my video from Friday. Thank you for the comments and the likes, and a special shout to Pete the Courier, who gave me a shout out on his Sunday Q&A. So thank you very much for that, Pete. So what I think I'm going to do is carry on doing these daily ones, no more than 5-10 minutes, hopefully 5 to 10 minutes, rather than doing a big one at the end of the week. And I think to start off, I just need to tell you a little bit about me, and then in future episodes I'll tell you about how I work and finances and other bits and pieces. So I'm now 61. This is intended to be my last job till I fully retire at 67. I left school at the age of 16 in 1980 and worked for 4 years for a major freight forwarding company, and I was doing imports and exports to Switzerland, groupage and full loads, which I enjoyed, loved that. And then I moved over to actually work for one of the hauliers that we used on the European transport, and I worked there till 1990. Started off as a transport assistant, and after doing my national and international CPCs and class 1, became transport manager. Did that till I left in, say, 1990. In 89 I decided that I wanted to branch out on my own. Wasn't too sure what to do, especially with transport, as it was starting to fade a little bit because of the involvement of cheaper haulage from Eastern Europe. So I decided I'd have a complete change, and I did the knowledge of London, and I got my London taxi licence in October 91, just under 2 years, and I did that all the way through till 2020. Now in 2016 I started to combine being a cab driver with being a kit manager. I did some part-time work for Chelmsford City in National League South men's team, and then I moved over to West Ham United Women's in the WSL, and I did that till 2020 when I got my dream job. I always wanted to work full-time in football, and I got the kit manager's job for Arsenal Women's, and I did that until September 2023. I only left that purely because the job was not only intense, but it was very time consuming. You literally worked 20 days out of 21, and they were pretty much 12-hour days from 6:30 in the morning till 6:30 at night, plus all the European travelling, nights in hotels before games, and it started having an impact probably on my home life, and I needed a better work-life balance. So I left that in September 2023. Didn't fancy going back to being a cab driver. My CPCs had elapsed, my class 1 had elapsed, so I thought I'm going to meet in the middle and do same-day courier. So that's what I looked into. Spent quite a few hours watching DD the Courier and also Pete the Courier to give me a little bit of a basic understanding, and then I bought my van and started on the 1st of November in 2023. So I'll talk a little bit more in future about CX and how I work, and you know, the finances around how I work and etc., because everybody is different, and I may have a slightly different outlook to many other people. So on to the day, Monday. Now today's been a really, really good day for me, probably up there in one of my top 5s of the year. Now, for context, I dropped my wife at Colchester at 6:15 in the morning during the week, so I'm not really looking to start till about 7 a.m. Now on Friday I put a bid on a job with a 9 o'clock pickup for a small wheel-based van from Stowmarket, going to Burton-on-Trent, and that was 155 miles, and I quoted £140, 90p a mile, and I got that job. So that was a good start to the day. The only downside was 9 o'clock pickup. However, it takes me 50 minutes to get from Colchester to Stowmarket, so I did that trip, stopped, got some breakfast, had my breakfast, and I turned up early. I thought I'll take a chance, get in at 8:15, see if the goods are ready. It was 2 boxes, 2 large boxes, and they were. So I was loaded, and I was actually on my way by about 8:20. All stopped for 10 minutes en route, just for a coffee and a comfort break, and I was all delivered, unloaded in Burton-on-Trent by 11:30. Brilliant. I hung around for about half an hour or so, bid on some jobs, but they were mainly jobs from Derby and Leicester, and I was probably too far away for both of them, or for all of them I should say. Eventually, just after 12, there was a job came up from Colville going to Grays in Essex for a long wheelbase. It was a 2:15 booking, so I had to make a decision: do I bid on it and hang around, or do I not bid on it and just see what comes up? I thought I would bid on it, see if I got it. So that was 130 miles, and I bid £130, and I got the job. So made my way down to Colville. I was there for probably just after 12:30, say for 2:15 pickup. But went and got some lunch, went and stretched my legs and had a walk. And again, thought I'd turn up early, take a chance. Now this time, almost sort of backfired. I got there at 1:30. They were still at lunch, and when they came back from lunch at 2, the goods weren't ready. Eventually, I left at 3:25, so I was there for an hour and 10 minutes. A shipper I work with quite a lot, all over the country. I was happy to. I had asked for £25 extra waiting time, which they accepted. I got that, so that pushed the job up to 155. I had to be there for 6 o'clock, and I literally pulled up at 6 o'clock. Goods unloaded, job done. So I got 140 for the job in the morning, 155 for the job in the afternoon, 295. It's going to take me an hour and a bit to get home. I should be home for about 7:45, something like that. I'm happy with that. That's a very good day for me. 2 jobs, fairly straightforward, no problems with the driving, all the roads behave themselves. So for me, it's a good day. I haven't got a job at the moment for tomorrow, Tuesday, but I'll have a look in detail when I get home, or see if something comes up in the morning, and then I'll do my daily vlog tomorrow evening for Tuesday. Thank you for watching. Hope everyone's okay. Any questions, any queries about anything, Courier, if you want to ask me any questions about freight forwarding, working as a haulier in the late 80s, or football, please feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll answer it as soon as I can. All the best. Cheers, Paul.